Wasn't it great in '68 to have been around back then? A night in the town cost half a crown and you still had money to spend. Girls wore mini skirts and corduroy shirts and boots up to their knees. With back-combed hair they looked so fair, they were such a sight to see. Well, Betsy and me, about 3:30, we'd hit for God knows where, with the loan of £1 and the roof rolled down on a 1600E. We'd hit Clonmel to hear McDell or Dolan and Dromore, the Barrowland or the Silver Sands or a Marquee in Tullamore. I wanna go back, take me back to where I want to be. Take me back again in time, it's forever on my mind. Take me back to where it all began for me. Lovely girls we met, and you may bet from every corner of the globe, from the hitching post to the last outpost, and some of no fixed abode. From the Golden Vale to Emmy Vale, where a blonde had her eye on me. Down in Kappa White, where a farmer's wife wanted Betsy home for tea. Well, those times are gone, and it wasn't long, and they were just a memory. The halls up there were full of wares like videos and TV. I've settled down and made a few pound, but each Sunday as the clock strikes 8, I think of the time when the world was mine back in 1968. I wanna go back, take me back to where I want to be. Take me back again in time, it's forever on my mind. Take me back to where it all began for me. I wanna go back, take me back to where I want to be. Take me back again in time, it's forever on my mind. Take me back to where it all began for me. Take me back to where it all began for me. I was driving down a lonely road on a dark and stormy night, when a little girl by the roadside showed up in my headlights. I stopped and she got in the back, and in a shaky tone she said, "My name is Mary, please won't you take me home?" She must have been so frightened, all alone there in the night. There was something strange about her, her face was deathly white. She sat so pale and silent in the backseat all alone. I never will forget that night I took Mary home. I pulled into the driveway where she told me to go, got out to help her from the car and open up the door. But I could not believe my eyes, the back seat was bare. I looked all around the car, but Mary wasn't there. A small light shone from the porch. A woman opened up the door. I asked about the little girl that I was looking for. Then the lady gently smiled as she brushed a tear away. She said it sure was nice of you to go out of your way. But 13 years ago today, in a wreck just down the road, our darling Mary lost her life, and we still miss her so. So thank you for your troubles and the kindness you have shown. You're the 13th one who's been here, bringing Mary home. You're the 13th one who's been here, bringing Mary home. In a little village, not many miles away, there lived a rich and aged man whose hair was turning gray. He had 3 sons, the only ones, but Jack and Tom were sly. Ted was honest as could be and would not tell a lie. They did their best to ruin Ted right in the old man's eye. Soon their lives began to work, and Ted was much despised. One night the old man said, "Begun, you're heartless to the core." These were the words the young lad said as he stood beside the door. Don't be angry with me, Dad, don't turn me from your door. I know that I've been wayward, but I won't be anymore. Give me just another chance and put me to the test. You'll find the black sheep loves his dad far better than the rest. Slowly on, and the rich man's now grown old. He called together Jack and Tom and gave them both his gold. Said, I'll only need a little room right at your fireside. Then one night Jack, returning home, he brought with him a bride. His wife began to hate their father more and more each day. One night he heard the 3 declare that he was in their way. They then agreed to send him to a workhouse that was near. And like a flash, the black sheep's words came ringing in his ear. Don't be angry with me, Dad, don't turn me from your door. I know that I door, it was the workhouse band. The lads then turned unto their dad and said, "Here is your man." Just then a manly form appeared, and pushing through the crowd, "Stand back, you brutes," the stranger cried, "this will not be allowed. You took this old man's property and all that he had saved. You even sold his little plot containing mother's grave. I am his son, but not your kin, from this till judgment day." The old man grabbed the black sheep's hands, and the crowd all heard him say, "Don't be angry with me, lad, though I turned you from my door. I know that I was foolish, but I won't be anymore. I should have given you my gold, for you have stood the test. I found that the black sheep loves his dad far better than the rest. I found the black sheep loves his dad far better than the rest." It was early Friday morning, I was cycling into town. The front wheel, it was wobbling and the mudguard falling down. The two legs of me trousers were tied up with bits of twine, and a pension book was telling me a pint would soon be mine. "How you, Mr. Murphy," says the postal clerk to me. "Not so bad," says I, "for a man of 73. A fox came to me house last night and stole me only duck. Buy a lottery ticket," she says, "it might change your luck." I took the little girl's advice and handed her £1. Outside I scratched the ticket with a penknife I had found. I nearly dropped my trousers and grew a head of hair. When I realized I was a bloody millionaire. No more hay or turf to save, and no more feeding calves. One kick from me big boot and the bike was into halves. I headed for the local, sure I was feeling great, and friends I never knew I had came in to celebrate. Not long after that I had a new suit on me back, a new red car outside the door and a telephone on the rack. The wife was sporting a blonde wig where her grey head used to be, and the Wellington tracks had disappeared from just below her knee. I sat there admiring the new dress that she wore, a brand new set of teeth she got installed the day before. I held her oh so tightly, like when I was her groom, and we looked rich and graceful as we waltzed around the room. 'Twas then I got an awful shock, I thought I nearly died. I spied the ugly missus as I opened up one eye. With curlers in her old grey head, she nearly made me sick. "Get up and milk the cows," she says, "you raving lunatic." 'Twas then I realized that it was all a dream. The cows were mooing in the field and the cat was at the cream. me bike was throwing in the hedge and me trousers had a shine. 'Twas lovely while it lasted, that winning dream of mine. 'Twas lovely while it lasted, that winning dream